All right. Should be good to go. Yeah. All right. Welcome on in. First stream for pinball development. Pikmin, I can see you in chat. Very good. Let me know how the audio levels are. Whether I'm too loud, too quiet. There's also background music going. It should be pretty low, but hopefully loud enough for you to hear. Tier 10 first duplex. Rohiki's here too. Good to see you. Yeah, no, firsts don't count on test streams. You can hear me clearly, but not any background music. Okay, let's turn that up. How's that? Hopefully that's not too loud. You can hear it now? Okay, cool. How does it sort of rate to my voice? Like my voice, you should be able to hear me a lot more clearly than that. We're all first. Exactly, Rogi. Yeah. Let me get Jimmy. Jimmy, good to see you, man. Welcome on in. This is just a test stream, guys. Just to test things like audio levels. I'll show you the game running in a minute. Yeah, just to. I had planned to do a bigger stream tonight, but just running out of time. Using the roof. Mate, I love Jimmy's commitment to the stream. All right, let's get it running. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna have to mute. I'll mute the background music. Then let's bring this over here. So yeah, like this is it's PINBOT, but it's been upgraded to have a color DMD display. So no more alphanumeric, full color DMD. So the voice audio is frying. What do you mean by frying? As in, like too loud, or? Let me know what's it from me. Oh, as in, okay. I mean, I can turn it down a notch. Like I'm so used to, streaming on the regular channel where, I've got the microphone in front of me and I've got to really sort of speak a lot louder. So I have to speak quieter here. Am I using Show Creator? No, no, I'm not. I've got some of my own code that I've written to generate shows, and I actually have to go and change a lot of them. Essentially, I've written a Show Creator myself where I can create essentially objects and scenes, and I can give them movement. I can give them properties, and animations and things like that, and then essentially I can just have that all play out with a simple script. So yeah, I did look at Show Creator, but I wanted to do something a bit more powerful for what I wanted. I want to be able to have a lot of control over how things are moving. All right, hang on. Let's have a go. So you guys should be able to see the playfield. Yeah, so you see the column D. If I go start, here we go. There's a lot of blinking there. I gotta fix that. That's something in the latest code update.
PINBOT. Player 1. Establishing connection.
And just in case you're wondering, chat, the that voice, the female callouts, that's Pikmin. She did an awesome job with some of those callouts. So yeah, the whole idea here, chat, and I'm gonna change this as we go, but yeah, before it used to be just with PINBOT, you would go through each planet one by one until you hit the sun. Here you can select what you want to play. So use the flipper buttons left and right. And that'll change which which planet you've got. And the whole idea is that each planet will be a separate mode with separate things to do. So, for example, if we're going to go to Pluto, then we can launch the ball and hit our skill shot.
Connected.
And the skill shot on this is a bit different too. I probably should have explained that, where the 2x, 3x, 4x, and 5x are continually rotating around and around. So you actually want to plunge the ball at 5x and try and hit the 100k shot. So yeah, this is the general gameplay mode. There's, what have we got? There's pops, like super pops. So you got to hit it a certain number of times. And eventually, oh, that text I got to fix up. Yeah, small feature, but just something simple to implement. There's a bonus multiplier. So if you hit all the green targets, we have a cool little animation. I think that's the only animation I actually did. And yeah, you just go 3x, 4x, 5x, and so on. The other features were never properly implemented. So what do we got? Solar boost. Yeah, so this was sort of looking at things like solar value. And I never really got around to figuring out what I wanted to do with them.
Another visitor.
Hey, we've got a visitor.
Stay a while. Stay forever.
Just welcome on in, man. Good to see you. And yeah, there's things like let's have a look. We got mystery. We got mystery. So there's like 3 switches in really weird places. So there's one here. Another one over here. And one here. And so now that you've hit all 3, you can do the mystery, which is at the scoop. Oops. That one. Sick hand tattoo. Yeah, I've got several now. Yo, Joe, good to see you, man. No alerts for the dev stream. Oh no. What is the mod window there that monitors all the switches? So that's the monitor. So the monitor lets you turn on. Oh wait, no, sorry, I know what you're talking about. That's a console. That's just my console. Instead of using the Windows command prompt, I have I think it's ConEMU, I think it's called. Let's have a look. Yeah, ConEMU. So it's basically Windows prompt, but it lets me do things like having transparent backgrounds and things like that. Stop spamming email. Oh. Trash can Joe's be getting moderated. Yeah, I'll have to look at that, Pikmin. I'm not sure if you can. It's probably in the Nightbot settings. That trash can Joe guy, jeez. So yeah, we've got things like mystery. Then if we go around the orbit, every time, depending upon which planet you chose, there'd be a different number of shots required. And then as we get closer, now Pluto's actually ready, so you could start that mode if I'd implemented it. Go out, and then we have the end of ball bonus. And there's one really bad bug I need to fix up. Yeah, Duplex, I should be able to help you set it up, man. And so yeah, again, at the start of every ball, you choose which planet you want to go to. And every time you've done a successful skill shot, so you should be able to see the playfield multiplier inserts, the 4 of them, 2, 3, 4, and 5, rotating clockwise. So as I was saying before, you want to launch the ball when you hit 5x. Whoops, too quick.
Connected.
And every time you do a successful skill shot, that speed gets faster and faster. Now there is a ball save, and unfortunately, if I use the ball save, it crashes the game. So I gotta fix that. Need to get the EY bot here. There is there is a new one. It should be yeah. I've got a new recoded bot, which is basically initials bot. But yeah, I need to tone down Nightbot. We need a Nerf gun redemption here. I knew someone was going to ask for that. Good to see you, sign out. Pigman, I love that emote. That's right, pot friend, yeah. So there's a few other things I'd started to implement. So for example, the energy. Every time you complete the drop targets, you get an energy letter. Again, this is just some really basic rules. I kind of wanted to start tying everything in together, but that was a long time ago. And this will eventually get you to a hurry up. Here we go. Okay, so now you've got energy jackpot. What this does is lift the left ramp, and there's a target behind that ramp. So you want to hit it, then you get the value. So yeah, I've shown you that. I've shown you the mystery award. Then as I said, if we hit the ramps.
Navigating to outpost.
Why did I pick Uranus?
Navigating
Go
to
again.
outpost.
So I've got to do a lot of cleanup on these DMD animations. Which I did get the Nerf gun fixed too, chat, by the way.
Destination in 3.
I don't know what was wrong with it last stream.
Closing distance to outpost.
Now we keep going.
Destination in 1.
Yeah,
Approaching
that shouldn't be
Uranus.
flickering. Again, that's another thing I've got to fix. So now if I hit the scoop, let's see what happens.
Outpost Uranus.
Uranus. And yeah, I haven't implemented it, so it just automatically completes for you. The idea is once you finish a planet, the ball is still locked up there in the scoop. So the idea too, right, is that you lock the ball up in the scoop, it'll pop out another ball, and you'll play the game, play that mode. Then you use the start button, picks your planet, shoots the ball back out, and you keep going. And we'll do the bonus. Well, it was Friday the 13th. That's true. I didn't realize that.
Establishing.
I didn't realize that until the next day. Let's see if we can get the 5x. Oh, that's going super fast. No.
Connected.
All right. I won't do the ball save because I know that crashes the game. Which is funny. It's like the first rule that I put into the game, because like Pinbot's an incredibly tough game. So I wanted to make it a bit easier. And I made it so difficult because it crashes the game. It makes it even harder. Go out. Now I should have a high score table. Yes, I've got a high score table entry done. So left and right flippers. So the cool thing here too, chat, is you won't appreciate it in this virtual mode, but I've got the flippers disabled on the physical machine. So I've added extra switches to let you use the flipper buttons to do things like this without having to have the flippers engaged. So you choose whatever letters you want. GC score first try. And so it's got the standard sort of attract mode. You can use the flippers too to cycle left and right. Is there any modifications to the playfield other than the new control gear? So there are, Jimmy. So there's a couple of things I've done. I've added the two new switches because with PinBot, right, you've got there's two switches attached to the flipper mechs, which are used to cycle the extra ball inserts. But yeah, I want to be able to use the flippers to do things like high score entry and mode selection for the planets. And I don't want the flippers to be active for that. So I added additional switches to the cabinet and then hooked them into, there's like 3 or 4 empty places in the switch matrix for PinBot. So basically, yeah, I just hooked up wires to hook them into the 2 of the empty slots on the switch matrix. and that then lets me have the flippers disabled, but can still use them to do game features. I've also developed a new back panel, um, and that will have custom art. It'll also have custom use of the inserts on the back panel. So like there'll be an insert specific for mystery, um, and also inserts relating to some of the other features of the game that haven't been done yet. Um, and so yeah, there's a few features. All of it's easily reversible, so you'd never know that I was, you know, physically in the machine doing anything. Um, and yeah, so this is kind of the environment that I get to play with. So I can see things like modes running. I can see, variables, the values of them. Um, I haven't got it up, but you can see events that are firing as you play the game. Um, and yeah, like this is it so far. I do have a
Another visitor.
yo
Stay a while. Stay
yo.
forever.
Thank you. Welcome on in, man. Great to have you here. I appreciate the support. Um, I did do a concept map years ago. So yeah, this sort of starts from startup in the attract mode. I've got this. I do have a service menu or a basic service menu in the game already, um, and it's got a bit of a flow for like you can do multiple players. You can do up to 4 players, and so you've got the skill shot, planet select, and then from the gameplay, things like eject awards, mystery. I think I started putting in instant info too. It's been so long, chat, since I've looked at this. Um, but yeah, this was a little bit of a guide as to what I was thinking of implementing. Um, but I kind of lost a bit of inspiration with it. So hopefully, like that's the whole plan of these sorts of streams where I'm going to get back into it to yeah make it happen, because it is a fun project. Because yeah, I've got outlines of here like event mode. I have no idea what event mode was going to be. I did plan retro modes though. I was planning 2 retro modes based on Bride of Pinbot and also based on the original Pinbot, because this game actually has a story too. So this game's story actually leads into Bride of Pinbot. Um, no, I won't. Actually, I think I spoiled it on stream a long time ago. But yeah, um, there is a story to it. So, and there will be a decision that you make at the end of the game. So there'll be two endings. That's the plan anyway. Um, but yeah, the whole idea is that it will lead on into Brighter Pinbot. Have you kept the colored inserts, or did you go for RGB? I haven't changed the inserts, so the actual playfield stays the same. The only difference with um, the playfield is the extra switches I've added. So it does have LEDs installed. Yet I think I've used LEDs on the playfield, but I haven't. I'm not going to the level that say Duplex is going to with his homebrew. Um, but yeah, this is basically it, chat. Oh, let's see if I can get into the service menu. I did name this switch coin shoot. No, I don't want that. It's one of these ones. Let's try this. This one? Nope. This one. There we go. Hey, chat diagnostics. Here we go. Yeah, because I wanted to be able to use the flippers in this mode too. And yeah, it does look a little bit like a Stern Diagnostics one. Let's have a look. We'll do that. So yeah, we've got switch tests, switch matrix, coil tests, and I think lamp test does work actually. I'm pretty sure I got that working. And switch matrix. And if I do a switch, yeah, so switch matrix testing works. So that's quite handy. I've got to rejigger this quite a bit anyway, but let's see if I can get out of here. Yep, I can. I do lamp test. Yeah, there we go. So it blinks all the inserts on and off. There's a group of inserts at the top that you see in a like pyramid. Those are the inserts that belong on the back glass. So one of them, as I said, is dedicated to mystery. I think two of them I had dedicated to the retro modes, and the other five I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them yet. Yo, pinball fan, good to see you, man. Um, so yeah, chat. This is it. This is I haven't touched this project for a long time. Um, I kind of, as I said, I lost inspiration with it, but the plan is to get back into it. These streams should hopefully help me move forward with them. There's probably no real yeah, I won't, yeah, like normally I stream 3 nights a week right on my regular channel. I'm not planning on having this to be a regular thing every week. It's going to be more a case of just when I have time. Um, we'll see how we go. Get out of that. What else we got? Adjustments. I don't think I have any adjustments. I don't have any audits. We'll get back out. There we go. And so yeah, that's it, chat. That's Pinbot 2.0. Trying to think if there's any other features. I did start working on one of the modes, but I can't remember. Can't remember which one it was. There is a GitHub page for it. Where are we? Which has a whole bunch of like rules that I started working on. So I sort of go into the skill shot. I talk about the vortex ramp. The programs were I was thinking about those being the chess matrix, because I didn't want to have it like Pinbot where you just got to fill up the chess matrix to open the visor.
Activating
Um,
PINBOT.
and for those of you just joining us too, this voice,
Establishing connection.
that's Pikmin. She provided the lovely voice work for us. So yeah, here as I was saying earlier, you've got the 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x just rotating, cycling. You want to launch the ball. Too early.
Connected.
So yeah, there's a bit of a timing thing. So your skill shot is still the vortex ramp, but you also want to time it. I did add, I think, 2 secret skill shots as well. So if you do a short plunge, so it doesn't go up the ramp, doesn't hit the pop bumpers, there are, I think, 2 shots that you can do skill shots on. Have I got a tilt animation? Jimmy, I do actually. I do. Wait, in one of these, I should be able to do it.
Warning.
There you go. It's nothing flash.
Danger. System shut down.
System shut down. There we go.
Player 1. Establishing connection.
Oh, am I doing a deja vu mode? Oh, good lord, sign out. Yeah, so we launch it, go in.
Connected.
Yeah, so the programs I was talking about, the programs are like the bonus multiplier, for example. It's the only one that actually has an animation at this point. You just get an upgraded chip. Yeah, everything else is these some of these animations are so old now. I just never got around to doing much with them. What else can we do? We'll drain. I'll show you the first bug we're going to fix. It won't be tonight, but in the next stream.
Establishing connection.
The very first bug we're going to fix. So we'll get out of here. There we go.
Connected.
So yeah, as I said, ball save is running because you can see it flashing. We go out.
Connection unstable.
Connection unstable, and boom, we're out. So I added ball save to make it easier, and it's just made it harder. It's made it harder. So yeah, it's to do with a style that I've got used in one of the shows, which I deleted at some point. I don't know why, um, but yeah, that's the reason. So let's see. What else can I show you? So I'll mostly be working in just PHP Storm. That's what I use for work. And yeah, we have a whole bunch of modes. Um, some of them I can probably rip out. Some of them will need to be upgraded. Um, what else can I show you for now? That's probably the main thing. Um, I do have, as I was saying before, I've got show generators. I've created my own. Um, it's all like almost like my own animation system for the shows. So, I want to be able to define, say, certain objects within a show, put them in a certain position, animate them. Maybe it's just um, a single object that just has a few different frames. Maybe it's a object with some frames, and I want to move it as well, and I want to move it at a different rate to the animation. So I can do all those sorts of things with movements, animation methods, and things like that. And I can basically set all that up, and then run the show generator, and then it will output a single show file for me to use in the game. It's so much easier than having to like hunt through YAML files and then update individual values over and over again, especially for this DMD animations. I found it was a little bit less forgiving than working with, say, like a movie file, for example. But yeah, and I've also well, wait, let's bring back the background music. So there should be some nice chill background music playing. Yeah, this channel is going to be a much different change of pace to to the regular streams. So yeah, chat. If there's I don't know if there's any other questions you have at the moment. Let me know. But yeah, tonight was really just a let's get this damn channel up and running, because it's been on my to-do list for so long, and I always just put it off. So yeah, I'm glad I finally got it up and running. Seems like the audio levels are okay. You guys should be able to hear me clearly over the music. The game music is a little bit louder. I should say too, like all the music, like this music's royalty free. The music that's used in Pinbot I've licensed, so I'm able to use that. I just need to credit them. And yeah, the voice work in the game is done by myself and Pikmin. She did the good stuff. I did the bad stuff. Yeah, if you guys can think of anything you'd like to see me cover, any commands you'd like to have added, yeah, like let me know. I would like to probably do the first official stream probably next weekend. That's when I'll have time, I think. I'll probably put an announcement up in the Discord so people are aware. Yeah, let's see. I don't know, guys. Let me know. Let me know if there's any other questions. Otherwise, I reckon we'll wrap it up. So I've got to go pick my daughter up. But yeah, also, I'll put the call out in Discord too. So if you guys think of anything that you want to see, let me know. But yeah, this channel will be mostly pretty much what you saw there, except I'll be updating YAML files, updating code, fixing issues, fixing bugs, fixing animation issues. My plan is to try and go into each stream with, say, a list of to-dos. So it does have some focus. And then of course, we'll probably get distracted with questions and looking at different things. So yeah, chat. I think that's probably it. So if there's not, let me know if there's any last questions. I'll do them. Otherwise, I think this test stream has actually been pretty good. Everything seems to have gone smoothly. What I'll try and do too is I'll try and get a few more photos up onto Discord for this project so you guys can see the hardware. Sounds exciting, Roki. That's great to hear. When will we see it on stream? That's a good question, Sign Out. The machine's still in the garage. It's not in Pinball yet. I don't think I could do... If I was going to put it on stream, I'd put it on this stream. But yeah, I reckon once the code develops a bit more, and I work out the bugs, fix up a lot of the animations, then I'll get it onto the machine again. And then yeah, we'll just do a short stream, so you can actually see it play. It'll be a bit different to the regular stream, but that's all right. But yeah, I'll see if I can get a few videos of it up as well. I think I did a really basic video a while ago, but yeah, as I said, the code never really got to where I was happy enough to sort of fully show it off. You know, there's a lot of these ideas of, well, yeah, you could update your energy value, you could boost your solar value. Both the solar and energy were both implemented as hurry-ups, which I was never entirely keen on. I kind of wanted them to be their own modes. And yeah, I was thinking of making the chess matrix more interactive. So instead of just filling up in a column or just filling up the whole thing like in the original game, basically requiring more accuracy from you. So you can't just spam away at it, but yeah, you're trying to complete certain shots to either advance certain features or unlock features, that sort of stuff. I kind of, yeah, like I'd actually be happy to have a Combotron the Matrix here. Not a bad idea. I've had a few new games since I last worked on this too. So, but yeah, I'm down to even just have a like a brain dump session with you guys if you got any ideas for modes and, you know, how you could use certain targets or certain ramps and things like that. So yeah, the Combotron, yeah, we should do that. I want to make that matrix more interactive, so it's not just fill it up, not just hit the same target certain number of times. I did have a bit of an idea for like a video mode that extends from the DMD down to the matrix, where, you know, it's almost like Tetris, right? You know, it's stuff is falling down and you want to be able to rotate blocks to fit in the blank spots. I'm looking forward to a stream if you find time to make it good enough. Yeah, well, I think, Sign Out, if I can start doing more of these dev streams and get the code further along, then yeah, I'll definitely be keen to get it up on stream. Pikmin needs to push. She didn't actually push this one. I actually pushed myself to get this stream going. Yeah, we had a very big... I had planned to do this yesterday, but yeah, we just had a really busy day, so I thought I'll do it today, but time got away from me, as always. But yeah, all right. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 p.m. in Melbourne, chat. I need to go pick my daughter up. Yeah, I think this has actually been a successful stream. I'm glad you guys have been here. Thank you for the new follows too, guys. Because yeah, it's, as I said, it's a very different pace. Less animated, less Nerf guns, less redemptions, but yeah, should be fun. If you're interested in pinball development and watching a rule set evolve, we're going to make it happen. So, all right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate the support. I will be back, of course, tomorrow night for my regular stream. We'll be doing some JP. The JP leaderboards are ending soon, so we've got to try and get our scores higher. But yeah, guys, thank you once again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good Monday, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow night. See ya.